going down the it tunnel is an awful idea.
Hold up. You hear that?
John booked it.
Shit.
Oh, welcome back to Little Hope. Last time we got started and learned about these characters, and they have very distinct personalities, some of which are easier to get along with than others. It's a very nice way to say it. Of course, I say that knowing that my choices as the player impact how they respond and all that other stuff. I should probably recognize that. We have collected some secrets along the way, a map that outlines the town, a bunch of other stuff, like a poppet. I don't know what a poppet is. We have a few bearings. The stranger, the old man introduced himself to the group as Vince. I didn't recognize that was a bearing. The little girl. It's weird to me that the bearings go down this time instead of up. Like, I guess in the chronological aspect. The girl stood in front of the bus, and Mary introduced herself to Andrew and Angela. So, like, Mary is connected to the girl in front of the bus. At least according to the bearing. We are barely into this game. We already have the majority of the bearings started. Also, I didn't choose all of these. Andrew didn't comment on the intent of the girl. Oh, that was a choice. That was a bearing. Like the little girl, I didn't choose this one. It just, like, fucking happened. The stranger, I didn't choose this. That just fucking happened. I did choose Team Taylor, yeah. The authority figure. John refused the offer of a drink in the bar from Vince. I did choose that. So we have already made a great deal of these. So we need to figure out what's going on with the fog, find the bus driver.
That little girl, she sounded so strange. I could barely understand her.
She sure sounded like she wasn't from anywhere around here.
I mean, it wasn't that...
I'm tempted to say she sounded more like she was from another time than another place.
You're right.
It wasn't that weird. Is this the same thing? I mean, we've all seen movies that are, like, old-timey, so it wouldn't be that weird. Or, like, I mean, even we've all been exposed to different accents and things like that because of media and the internet and stuff like that. An accent would not be that strange at this point in time because of the world. Oh, that's great. This is the best postcard ever. This is a fantastic postcard. But it's the bus driver. That does imply that we are going to find the bus driver at least. Human sacrifice. Oh, that's fantastic. Let's not do that. I'm sorry. Where are the rest of you guys? Sounds like Spider-Man is in this. Fuck. I was expecting something. I was not prepared. This path? What?
Might get a better view from up there.
It's already going up there. Like I beat the game by just a little bit. Ghost towns of the northeast. With little hope. Town returning to nature. By an image of a ghost town in popular imagination, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this is a ghost town. Great. Great.
How are you coping?
I don't know. What do you think happened to us back there?
This is the nicest that Angela's been. Bewildered or fearful? Makes no sense, or I feel like we're in danger. We don't know that we're in danger, although this is extremely strange. So bewildered makes no sense.
I have absolutely no explanation for it. Makes zero sense to me.
What is out there?
Reassuring, we'll find a way out, or defiant, stay calm. Oh, let's be reassuring. Let's try to make Angela a little more compassionate.
We will find a way out of here.
Yes.
We have to.
Power
I hope
friendship.
you're right. Appreciate you checking in with me.
That was nice of you. She can be very callous. Don't. What are you doing, camera? That's lovely. Let's not, and say we did. I like how I say, we don't know that bad things are gonna happen. When this is the kind of game we're in, like, inherently, you know, there's that idea. Power, though. That's power. That's a good sign. If it's entirely a ghost town, they don't usually power it, right? At least the ghost towns I've been to. Hey, John, please let me through. John? There's a thing to look at. Little Hope Historical Society prevents The Witch of Edmonton. Oh, I can just read it on the side. Played by W.M. Rowley, sort of Decker and John Ford. Yes, okay, high school play. Oh, which high school play?
Could this have something to do with what we saw?
Oh, yeah. It could be, or it could be. Oh, it must be, or it could be. Sure, it could be. Let's go with that.
I guess it could, but it didn't feel like that.
I don't know which is worse. Ghostly apparitions or a town full of historical weirdos.
I mean, you don't have to be a historical weirdo to want to, like, honor society. I guess it kind of depends, like, which part of society we're honoring. They built this environment. It's so cool. And the reflections on the puddles, even. Oh. Is that Megan? Hi, Megan. Can I come closer? Test my limits. Oh. Well, I tested them. So, I mean, like, what would happen if we just followed these light pole, streetlight things that, like, have power? Because, again, it can't be a completely dead place inherently if it has light. So I say that as I come across this rusty as fuck tractor. Tractors are expensive too.
There's something up ahead!
Yeah, the tunnel from it. Which means you should not go in there.
Which way?
Not in the tunnel.
Can we move it?
The tunnel?
Amen to that.
Oh, God.
Look at that! Hey, wait! Stop!
I mean, I think it's admirable to some strange girl.
I'm just gonna say it. This is exactly what goes down in horror movies.
Some strange girl is there and he tells her to stop. Like, that's an amount of caring.
What the hell do we do now?
I'll deal with this. Stay right here.
Okay. Feels almost very, like, patriarchal. Supportive or worried? Shit, alright. Let's be supportive. Don't go alone. Into
Hold
the
up,
it
I'll come with
tunnel.
you.
Oh, this feels like a bad idea. Oh, yep, that.
Hey, you two!
This is not good.
Oh, Angela doesn't have a light. Okay.
Hey! Anyone there?
There's a shadow right in front of you.
Hello? Anyone? Get off me!
John!
We're also realizing that looks like the cover of the book, The Shroud of Innocence.
What is it you want from me?
Aggressive or curious? Curious, I feel like will get us more information. Who are you?
Who are you? What are you doing here? These are most troubling times.
Wait, don't go.
Stay away!
Frightened or hostile? I don't think hostile will help. Frightened, what are you?
What the hell are you? What do you want? It's impossible. A black tongue full of riddles. I will not succumb to a witch's spell.
Damn.
Please, Lord, I beg you. Rid me of these apparitions.
Who are you? This can't be happening.
Fix your gaze elsewhere. You are no husband of mine.
Well.
Let's get into town. It's not so far now, and it's our best shot at getting help. You guys okay?
Well, I mean, like, they're both becoming nicer. Foreboding I'm not going into that town, or I saw my own double. That gives them more information. Let's go with that.
I am very far from okay.
Jesus.
I am terrified and confused.
That's fair.
I just saw my own double in the fog. What happened in there? This woman came out of nowhere in the fog, dressed like an extra from Salem. She was garbling something in an accent I didn't recognize, and most disturbing of all, she was the spitting image of me.
How is that even possible?
You're blowing this out of proportion, Angela.
I am all done here.
Seems the fog won't let us go anywhere except into the center of town.
The fog decides where we can and can't go? Fuck that. I'm trying another way.
Don't you kids watch horror movies? You never ever split up.
Those movies are dumb. And I'm going this way without you.
Maybe splitting up isn't such a good idea.
Taylor was the one who
No
said
way am I going down there.
it looked like a horror movie before.
I'm with John.
Oh shit, okay. Taylor or Andrew? Approving or reluctant? Nothing. I don't like either option.
We can check out more options if we split up. I'll go with Taylor. It's not safe for you to be hanging around here on your own.
Two teams are more likely to find a way out, which is what we all want, right?
I guess you're right. If the fog lets you through and you find help, send them into town to find us.
Yeah, but like, will the fog let them split up?
Got a feeling we'll find help faster than the others.
What do you
As
know?
long as somebody does, that's all that matters.
I think this is the first time we've been injured. Alright, am I remembering that right? I like how there are all these traffic signs like speed limit is 50 and narrow bridge when like there's fucking no traffic here. Going down the IT tunnel is an awful idea.
Hold up. You hear that?
John fucking booked it!
Shit.
Oh shit. I missed that. What are my buttons again? Not the one I hit. Fuck, everybody biffed it. John ran so fucking
okay here?
fast.
We're good.
Somewhere around here, there must be an easier way back up to the road. Let's move out.
What are my bearings? Okay, Andrew's fearful. That is Andrew's locked-in trait. Uncertain, altruistic, and insecure. Secrets. That's not it. Poppets are focused for sympathetic magic. So, like, good magic? Doll appears to be damaged. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Nope. I want to go to bearings. Stranger. Andrew fell to the ground after leaping over the barrier near the covered bridge. Oops. So that was that one quick time event was a bearing? Fuck. Oh, this is a bearing. Angela was intrigued by her lookalike. Chug. All but 2 have already been started somehow. That's like so early. I feel like Man of Medan, it took a while for most of the bearings to get going. The little girl introduced herself to Angel and Andrew. See, but this one's out of order because, like, this is the first one, this is the second one to pop up, and this is the third one. The group saw a girl run into them into the darkness, run from them. English is hard. Into the darkness from a covered bridge. That one is weird. It's all out of order. Authority figure. John refused the offer of a drink. And then John confronted the girl at the covered bridge. So would we have not confronted them if he had taken the drink? Okay. Yeah. He confronts the girl first thing. Like this authority figure, but then fucking books it.
An explanation for what we saw?
Nothing that makes sense. I do know there were witch trials in Little Hope around the same time as Salem.
What happened?
You can figure that out for yourself.
And like what you expect to happen, imagine.
What the hell was that?
Now what?
Let's talk.
What's up?
Are you okay? Or we should keep up with John. Let's show concern for our fellow person. I wanted to say prisoner in the fog. Fellow fog prisoner.
You look worried. Are you okay?
Yeah, thanks. I am more or less, but something here just... what we've been through and seen tonight is difficult to stomach. We all have our own way of coping. John here feels the urge to be our leader, the alpha male. Whereas Daniel and Taylor feel an entirely different, somewhat more animalistic urge.
I don't think that they're like having sex right now. That's what you're saying. Impressed or amused. So how do you deal with this? Yeah, that gives us more information about her as a character.
How do you deal with all this?
I'm a natural survivor. Tough marriage and an even tougher divorce will do that to you. Of course, I'm sure you've already worked out that there is only one person you can truly rely on. Yourself?
That's her perspective. The word coping has come up a couple times too. Somber, you're probably right. Or hopeful, don't give up on us yet. Yeah, hopeful.
Don't give up on all of us just yet. If we stick together, we will make it out of this mess.
I'm not sure about that. You know, you sound just like Daniel. We should catch up with John.
What are these like symbols? Oh, it's hanging stuff. Effigies. Oh. That's lovely. How you doing, John?
You okay?
Feels like Angela's constantly weighing me up and finding me lacking. I feel responsible for everyone here. You are all in my care. How would you handle all this in my position?
It's like we're having these type of like closer type conversations, disapproving or encouraging. Let's be encouraging. That feels more supportive.
I guess I'd try to stay positive, do my best. That's all anyone could do.
Not sure my best is up to dealing with whatever is going on around us tonight.
But that's literally all you can do.
What we saw back there, you think that was really supernatural?
Uncertain. We can't be sure or thoughtful it's looking that way. I mean, let's go with uncertain, because how can we know for sure?
We really can't be sure what it is we've seen.
Makes sense to me. Just because I can't explain what we saw doesn't mean we have to reach the most extreme conclusion. That's kind of what happened in Little Hope during the witch trials. They made bad decisions based on very little hard evidence.
Subdued, I get that, or defiant. This is completely different. I guess subdued?
Sure. I get that.
Either way, our goal here is not proving or disproving the supernatural, ghosts, whatever else. It's getting the hell out of here.
I mean, that's inherently the hard part about the supernatural, is you can't inherently fully prove it.
I don't like the sound of that.
It's nothing to worry about.
Angela, you're very, very, very far away from everybody else.
Fuck.
John!
Wait!
Why would we go in here if there's all this noise? I'm reassured by the fact that this is a significantly slower keep calm than the last ones that I had in Man Madame. Don? Madame. Button change is gonna throw me off. Because I'm looking at the pacing of it, not what the button is. That's it.
What is it? What's wrong?
We saw something moving in there.
What exactly are you up to?
I'm just taking a look here.
Isn't this breaking and entering?
Oh my god, that's what you're
I
worried
won't
about?
tell if you don't. Anyhow, there's no one here.
I mean, like, if it's a ghost town, isn't it not breaking and entering? More about magic. Casting love spells, 3 steps in the perfection of your own character. Lock a pair, sun and moon. Didn't Tanya have a moon around her neck? Not like around her neck, but like a necklace. And whoever she was dating had a son that he was holding at the funeral. Representing male and female, the cosmic lovers. Right, good luck, protection, and fertility for couples. Like how Angela's like, what are you doing in here? As though, like, we're causing the fog from inside this house. Ah. That's a thing. Just find a gun. With 4 bullets. In theory, a revolver too like that would
You all done with poking around?
still be like working mechanically. Serious or agitated? I don't think agitated would be very helpful. I'm trying to work to keep these people together, so serious? I found a gun.
I found this inside.
Oh my
What are you doing
gosh!
with a gun?
Watch where you point that!
Hidden under the floor.
Stop! Stop! Stop!
Left it there. Guns are dangerous. We're already in enough trouble.
Docile? I guess you're right. Or assertive. I'm keeping it. Shit, I forget what his thing was. Frightened? I got nothing.
We're in enough trouble already. We don't need to be worrying about who you might shoot with this damn thing.
So you chuck it?
I guess you're right.
I mean, I don't know if we need a gun. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know if we should just chuck it either. Shit.
What kind of place is this?
A foggy ghost town place. And the place nobody lives anymore. And the place with the factory shut down, and I mean, like, we can think of all kinds of ways. She's just chilling out there. Hey, John. Doing okay?
There you are.
Andrew looks pissed. Annoyed you flipped out again, or supportive. That was crazy back there. Oh, let's be supportive. Let's be supportive.
That was crazy back there.
Sorry I took off like that. I'm more twitchy than I thought. Thanks for coming after me. What the hell was that in there?
Mischievous. It was huge and scary or reassuring. Don't worry about it. I mean, mischievous feels like a dick move to, like, mock him for it. As fun as that may be, let's be reassuring.
It was nothing. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. What am I? In second grade?
He's right. Get over yourself and move on.
Fuck. I'm trying to be nice, and Angela's like, just fucking stop being a dick.
This place is our best shot. There must be a radio or a working phone inside. Maybe even our driver, too. Look around for something we can break the glass with.
You're gonna break into a police station? That's our best shot. Great. That's great. Stay together, find help in the town. Well, I'm gonna look for clues and postcards. Oh, fantastic. We have lovely premonitions. This one was mercy. Oh, they sorted them. So the gun ones were both bad premonitions. So maybe it's a good thing we don't have the gun. Yeah. Okay. I will not argue with Angela on that anymore. Surely, like, out of everything here, like, you could grab that log. You really want something to break the window, John? You can grab that log or the one next to it. They're just pacing around like, oh, I don't see anything to break the window. I know it's like a game mechanism to make sure that, like, I'm ready or I trigger it, but it just cracks me up. The little arrows tell me what's going to advance the story. That's nice. That's a nice quality of life thing. I suppose if you know what that is. It still looks so silly that it's like, oh, I can't find a rock. Or a log or something.
Give me that. I'll smash the window.
No problem. I can do this.
Okay. If you're sure.
Anyone can do this.
Not anyone.
Putting a rock through a window at 10 paces? Anyone can make the shot.
If you're feeling under pressure, let someone else do it.
What?
I'm not feeling pressure.
Just saying.
Can
John.
you stop talking?
Will you just get on with it? The frame will have rotted away and the glass will fall out on its own before you two have finished.
Okay, wow.
Oh, strike! We'll make a ball player out of you yet.
Do you think a rookie could make a shot like that?
That's such a weird interaction.
Looks safe enough.
Like, just let them throw it, John. And then the whole strike thing sounds like
Piece of cake.
You're up next.
it's like what a dad would say. It's not like what a college professor would say. Weird. It's a weird interaction. Like, it implies more closeness than their relationship actually has. Especially because John's been so snippy. I guess if I expected him to be
Believe that.
the kind of professor who was like super close to all of his students already, like I guess I expected him to, even if he was snapping because of the stress, I would expect him to be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I'm really stressed out. Like I would expect like those kind of interactions, and not just like to suddenly go from snapping and running away to like strike. Like, really? Like where are we? What's going on?
You look like Angela?
I don't know what John saw, and I don't intend on sticking around to find out.
It's interesting that the fog let them split up, but won't let them go back to the bus. Like, why? So they're just like...
What's that noise?
I'm sure it's nothing.
Yeah, there's been no real actual danger besides the fog. I mean, there's spooky shit.
Down.
But this...
Forget about that. Even if you make it over, there's no way I'm following.
I never did like school. Let's get out of here.
Oh, looks like there's no way through. I might have made a bad call here.
Frustrated or reassuring. Ooh, frustrated like reinforce those negative thoughts that she's having. Let's go with reassuring.
Don't stress it. No one made us come this way. We'll find another way.
But yeah, I just realized that there's been like no actual danger. There's spooky shit that's happening, right? And it's like, what's going on? There's the fog, right? There's the thing with Mary, but there's not actual danger. Like nobody's had threat of death or anything yet. And so, I mean, like right now the biggest threat is like, oh, you're lost and you don't know how to get home. I mean, of all the dangers in the world, that's probably not the worst danger. I mean, not great to compare dangers, if you will, but there's been implied dangers, but that's not the same as having them actually like impending and like looming upon you kind of a thing. Hope Bridge. Everything's named Little Hope, except for like the things on the other map. Tabitha things, I think. The bridge is still stable. Positive. Okay, you go that way. I'll explore this way. Oh, the sun and moon again. Okay. Oh, 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 oh! Ugh. That can stop. That can stop any. I missed that. Does it say Little Hope Playground? Yeah, Little Hope Playground. Everything is named Little Hope. Big Hope, Little Hope. What begins with hope? Very Dr. C. Ooh, exploration. Wait, I'm sorry. Putting this under a rock implies that, like, you want it to be found? It also can't be from that long ago. The paper's still intact. I mean, the paper had holes in it, but...
Over there!
Hey,
Why are we shushing?
are you okay?
Concerned or assertive? Concerned feels, I guess, more appropriate. We don't know who the girl is.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Something is real off about this whole thing.
Yeah. Like the fog.
This the same little kid Angela and Andrew saw before?
I have no clue.
Yeah, we don't know.
Whoa,
I mean,
you can't be doing that.
We do, but they don't.
Oh, what the hell is going on? Tell me that didn't just happen.
Quiet now. I will not be caught.
What are you talking about?
Get away, or he will find me.
Come on out, Mary. I know very well you're in there.
Please, no, let me go.
I will release you once I am sure you will not speak of our secret.
Oh, that's not great.
Your childish games tire me. You will respect me, and you will say nothing.
That's
No.
not great. Baffled or outraged? This feels very controlling, and I don't like that, so outraged.
Let go of her right now!
What?
What spell have you cast? I am frozen to my
I
marrow.
have done nothing. Amy is the caster of spells. She is the one in league with the devil. I saw her in the forest together with her familiars. I am innocent.
I will have the truth one way or another. You come with me, girl.
Thank you kindly.
Be silent, child.
Can someone tell me what just happened?
Those two kids have to be linked somehow. No way that's a coincidence.
I don't get it.
Let's not hang around here. It's time to go.
Right with you.
I really don't like this idea of like, don't tell the secret, and you have to listen to me. Like it was a priest, right? So this idea of like, because of my position in like society, you have to listen to me. And then like hitting a kid, not great, right? And something that we don't often talk about is like what abuse actually is. And abuse is not about hitting people. Abuse is about power and control. And this idea of keeping a secret, but this like that can be a part of that, but also this idea of controlling people by saying like, you have to do this because of this reason, like because of potentially like our relationship, or like I'm above you, like that is something that comes up when we talk about abuse, which is why that stood out to me so much, this idea of like, you can't tell our secret, but also like you have to listen to me. Like those are the kinds of things where it's like, this feels like it's about power and control, and that's not great. Feel bad for the kid. Something. Oh, that's lovely. Oh! Like a stone. Fuck. We keep getting these hints that like these things are gonna happen soon.
Here.
Both of us are getting out of here. You'll see.
Wouldn't we feel awful if that didn't happen? Those twigs snapping that aren't us?
Could mean someone's around.
Maybe they can help.
Let's head over. Let me help you.
There's a quick time I'm gonna fucking... I'm gonna be awful at this. Oh, this one I did.
I don't think this takes us out of this shitty town.
Probably not.
There's no road.
Must lead somewhere, though.
I'm not so sure. There's barely even a path.
I want to go this way, Taylor, so you do whatever it is you're gonna do. This is lovely. The rocks are pretty though. I don't know what the rocks mean, but they're pretty. Someone has a very good rock smoother polisher. That's the word. I mean, there's light here though. Like, it's not completely dead.
Place must have been a grocery store or something. Over here, look at this.
The Carvers want to close the factory and sell the land, I'm assuming for development, which result in blank devastate the community. The union has proposed an offer to save the factory and our town. Please sign a petition to persuade the Carver family to accept the union offer and reverse their decision. Wait, wasn't? I thought we heard that. Oh, here's the rocks. Oh, there were other symbols. Rune stones were used in some kind of ritual. Rumors of witchcraft within Little Hope seem to have some substance. Reverend Carson. Oh, no. Not the same. Oh, but the same concept of, like, witchcraft. And then this was updated. Or, no, this is the new one that we just read. Okay. Anything else? Oh, this. Stop the Raven Den factory closure. Well, I mean, money do a lot of things. So... Oh, it's a path we can take. I don't know what the point of looking at this is.
Can you get through there?
Sure, but I'm betting you can't.
Jovial. Leave my way out of this, or optimistic. I'll find another way. I'll find another way?
Don't worry. I'll find another way.
And yet she doesn't. Okay, so that was not a viable thing. That just made us more optimistic. Okay. Why don't we try the door? Has anybody tried the door?
Let's just find another way.
That is one way to try a door. Okay, so we have this. Oh, that advances it. And that advances it. Let's go high. Let's climb. Climb, baby.
Now what?
Give me a leg up. I'm going for the stairwell.
Didn't you, like, move this, the trash can over here?
You're going in there?
Assertive or impatient? Assertive sounds slightly better. Let me go in first.
Let me go in, look around. If it's all clear, I'll come and open the door.
I'm not sure. I don't like the idea of being out here on my own.
Be right back. Promise.
I mean, you could have just pulled her up, and then you could have both gone in together.
I need your phone.
What for?
Flashlight. It's dark in there.
Please be quick.
Throw it to me.
Last thing I want to do is break someone's fucking phone. I don't want that blood on my hands.
I'm in.
Is it safe?
I think so.
It's been a minute. It hasn't even been a minute. God. And I have to read documents. I wish to inform you that Saturday, June 28th, the store will close. Sadly, due to the decline in business since the closure of the factory, we are unable to continue trading, blah, blah, blah. Factory closure means everything is fucking awful. I think we already knew that. Else? A chair? 50s? A hole. A hole. Oh. 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 Oh, lovely. It's literally a knife. Great. Local minister arrested. Minister in the Diocese of Pleasant River has been arrested after complaints from concerned parents about his behavior. The arrest comes after recent revelations that the minister conducted an alleged satanic mass. Eyewitness said that the minister, blah, 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 from Little Hope, did not resist as he was escorted from the home. Confirmed he's being in custody. A spokesperson commented, I've never seen the minister do anything untoward. His interest in the witchcraft was purely academic, and he would often warn parents of the spiritual dangers of the witchcraft. So almost like, because he did this one thing, we can't believe that they would do something awful. Another parishioner who did not wish to be named claimed that the minister was innocent of wrongdoing. That child is known as an attention seeker, and I'm certain she had made up the story. So victim blaming. The members of the congregation agreed. He was a good man, a godly man. And said mother of three, I can't believe he'd do anything like this. He's been good to our family. These accusations are lies. So kind of this idea of like, because like some... So like if this is true, right? Like that this pastor, father, did things that were not great. It's kind of this idea that people don't want to believe it because they've seen them do things that are great in their eyes. It's this element of denial, which can happen and then can keep secrets from coming out too. Because like, I don't want to believe that this thing is happening. And then victim blaming happens, which also kind of creates that whole cycle as well and like kind of perpetuates that cycle, which again is not great.
Hello? Anyone there?
Oh, flashlight.
Come on, will you?
Chill out. I need to explore. Did we not grab a flashlight? We're still using the phone. Wouldn't they see the light? Whatever it is. Whoever it is. A 69-cent ice cream.
Hello?
So, okay.
Who's there?
We work so hard to be quiet and then we just say hello. With our flashlight.
Hey! Can't get through. This window is all boarded up.
Startled or curious? Or say nothing. Curious, how'd you get here?
How'd you get here anyway?
Went around the side.
Oh, through the fence that we saw.
How is it in there?
Playful, I've got rats for company, or unsettled. This place gives me creeps. Yeah, we wouldn't have reacted that way to the rats unless it did unsettle us.
This place is creeping me out. It's full of old-ass, useless shit.
Head to the front. I'll meet you there.
Sure thing.
Oh
Hold
my
on.
god.
I'll be right there.
There's something. How can you even tell where the front is in this place? Okay, there's a phone. course the
Come
phone's not
on.
gonna work.
We need a break here.
It's not gonna work. It didn't work. Why of all the things here, this is what we're gonna look at. Isn't this the same keychain? Why do we keep it? Isn't this the same keychain from the thing from the 70s? Okay, around the counter. Bring it around. Bring it around. There we go. I was seeing how cheap things used to be. It's like hot dogs are 79 cents. Chill the fuck out.
I'm coming.
My god. Be there when I get there. And now I'm walking past it purely out of spite. Fine. I will say, having to like scream every time takes the jumpiness
Angela?
out of the jump scare, because you kind of expect it. It's too frequent.
Back door is locked. What troubles you? Tell me, what is happening?
Sona will come for me.
Calm yourself, wife. Who is coming for you?
They're talking about me. There are accusations.
Accusations of what sort?
There's talk that I'm in league with the devil, that I'm guilty of witchcraft.
There's no sense in that. Who would say such a thing?
I cannot rightly say.
Confront or leave. Well, let's not leave. That would open up the door. Confront.
Stay where you are.
Fine.
Jesus.
Just tell me what's happening. How did I get here? And where the fuck is here?
Hold your tongue. You are privy to the rumors about my wife, Amy?
What rumors? I don't know you. Yeah, what rumors?
What rumors?
Open the door, Joseph. This instant.
Enough of your foolishness. Tell me precisely what you know.
Same priest. Demanding, who the hell are you? Or compliant, I saw a girl. I don't think demanding will help. Let's just be compliant.
I
saw
did see a young girl back there.
Tell me about it.
Agitated, let me go, or she was with this priest. Oh. Say nothing.
Joseph, this ends badly if you do not open up. You will be in contempt of our warrant.
What plan do we have?
I will resolve this. My word on it.
Do not admit them.
Reverend Carver. Marshal.
I have here a legally written warrant for the arrest of Amy.
My wife has done nothing wrong.
There is a witness to your wife speaking in tongues.
Who accuses my wife?
Mary.
The word of a child condemns my wife.
You will deliver yourself into the marshal's hands for your own good.
Isn't that the same
I must
priest
accompany her. She will not leave my sight.
as the funeral?
Such action will not aid your wife's cause. Trust in justice.
Do not fear. I will find a way to resolve this.
I feel like it's the same priest as the funeral. She only got a real glimpse of him at the very beginning, but I mean, like the funeral priest, not the flashback priest. You didn't want to throw Mary under the bus, because I was just talking about victim blaming, but I'm starting to get this feeling that Mary is like potentially there's not great stuff that the priest is doing with Mary. I was just talking about how it's like a lot of that idea of power and control and like how he talks to her and treats her. And that's not great. And then if we throw Mary under the bus, isn't that a lot like the victim blaming that I was just talking about? So that made me not want to throw her under the bus too. Shitty situation. But then, like, Mary's accusing other people of witchcraft. Stop with the door, please.
Where the hell have you been?
You know, the Salem witch trials.
You look freaked. What's up? You saw something else, right?
Thoughtful. They could see and hear me. Or hesitant. I saw John and Angela. I mean, couldn't they see and hear us before? No, the girl could. Mary could. Thoughtful. That'll give her that information.
This was different. I think they could see and hear me. It was hard to tell exactly. They seemed really spooked.
You see anything else?
Serious. I saw the priest again, or concerned. I saw a woman arrested. Let's focus on the priest. I saw the priest again.
Priest. The one from the playground. I don't know. It didn't make much sense.
You're kidding me.
No. He was real scared. Like, he believed the devil was in Little Hope.
Holy shit. What in the hell are we mixed up in here? We've really screwed up here. Instead of getting out of this awful place, we're right back in the middle of town.
Ugh. That was such a sudden transition. I was not prepared for that.
What do you think?
Doubtful or optimistic? Let's stick with optimistic.
Let's take a look around. See what we can find.
There you go. We'll be on our way from Little Hope while the others are still MIA in the woods.
Yeah, but like, that's not great either.
This place is a real dump even for this shithole town.
Fuck.
Something up?
Yeah, there's something kind of familiar about this place.
You got a big-time criminal past we don't know about? Serial jaywalker?
These small-town police stations all look the same.
I mean, it might make sense for John to have been in a police station, depending on how much he drank.
There's gotta be a phone in here someplace.
But like,
You're deluded if you think there's anything here.
it wouldn't quite make sense for Andrew, like that comment about like, oh, all small-town police stations look the same, but like, that would still imply that you would have to be in one to know what they look like. And if you've never been in one, you still wouldn't know what they look like. It's like, how would you know? So we are looking for a phone. But also literally anything else. Great. Great. This is like the first like real building that isn't a shack. Oh my god. That we've been in. Okay. Oh shit. Some rooms to explore. Let's go this way. Hi John. Hi John. Reynolds. Okay. I don't feel like a badge. Not a badge or like a hat should be all that unusual at a police station. Steve. Cells. I've lost everything. Well, that's hopeful. Sad. I just looked at that. I was like, I can't miss something. There. Like there's a lot of rooms to look at. Old witch doll? During Little Hope witch trials, many of the accused were imprisoned here. That's fantastic.
There's got to be something.
Then you find it, John. Oh, nope. Turn around, turn around, turn around. I gotta explore other things. So now I know where that is. What's in here? Hippie junk. Just what I always wanted. Except this has a moon in it, which is one of the pagan things. Hippie artifacts. It's not hippie junk, it's hippie artifacts. Okay, so I know where the phone is now. What about this room? The entranceway. I'm assuming that door won't work. Oh, it said that would progress it. Cool, that was a fucking lie. I just clicked on it without thinking because it's been saying, like, you need to find the phone.
Keep looking.
Oh my god, John, then you find it. Certificate of Commendation for Little Hope Police Department. Officers Reynolds and Hoffman responded to a call arriving at a house fire. Arriving before the fire service, the officers, with no concern for their own safety, rushed into the house to attempt to rescue the family members trapped inside. Tragically, many lives were lost. There would be flames. 70s. Could that be the same fire that we been kind of seeing? Oh, well, this radio isn't doing shit for us.
I thought this was our way out.
No. You thought wrong. It looked you in the eye and said, nah, bitch, not today. Okay. That room is all connected to there, right? Yeah, because that's so hard to tell when all the perspectives change where I have and haven't been. I think I've been there. Oh, okay, let's do. Anything else I can do in this? No. They really want you to know when you first walk into the room that the phone is here.
We have a winner. Found a phone.
This could be our way out.
I don't think so. Like, why would all the other phones be dead? Except for this one.
Shit!
Jesus!
Whoa! Hey! Take it easy.
Can you stop reacting to every setback like a child? Look here. The cable is missing.
Okay.
There's got to be a cable here someplace.
But also, someone would have to have, like, paid the bill. Sorry, does this poster say dope? Don't do it. So we've seen John have a lot of emotions. Like, John has gone from running from things out of fear to, like, throwing things around.
What is that?
That shouldn't be working.
What do you think? Answer it.
Assertive or cautious? I mean, you wanted a phone, right? So, yeah, let's...
I can do this.
Be careful.
Don't
Then
stress
you do it.
Professor.
I should not be here this day. I stand here falsely accused.
What can you hear?
A woman. She sounds real upset.
You have to calm whoever it is down. You'll get nothing if they're hysterical.
Not all here in Little Hope are willing for the truth to out.
Hysterical is an interesting word. Impatient or questioning? What's upsetting you? Questioning feels better. What's upsetting you?
Can you tell me what you're upset about?
As I walked, a man and a woman appeared at my front. I had not seen them approach. I reached out in fear. I did not know them. Their clothes and manner of
Frustrated. I don't
speech
feel
were
like
not
getting
familiar
that
to me.
frustrated will like help the
They
situation.
spoke of things that I could not make sense of.
We can't always control
I
that,
swear
right?
I
But
do not know where it came from or what.
Okay, it's all good. I'm gonna help you out here if I can, but I need to know your name.
I'm so falsely accused of crime.
Get off of me!
well,
Come here, girl. I would speak with you.
no.
You cannot talk of our secret.
No.
Eternal damnation awaits if you do.
It's like threats.
We have an understanding, do we not?
No evil word shall leave my lips.
Should you breathe a word, or the edge of a word about the other things, then I will come to you in the black of some terrible night, and bring a reckoning that will shudder you.
Now, Reverend, let us begin. Enough time has gone begging. Go be with your kin.
I like those threats. Child.
I beseech this court, and good Judge Wyman, do not be fooled by the protestations of
I'm
the
sorry.
accused. The devil is the master of deceit. All his servants feign innocence. They can do little else.
I solemnly swear before God, I am innocent of all accusations against me.
Hush now, Amy.
What the hell should we do?
Apprehensive or intense? Apprehensive? I don't think
We need to stay quiet.
interrupting will help.
We just let this play out. See what happens.
Our presence is proof of witchcraft,
I
right?
mean no offense, Reverend Carver. I do not believe any of my neighbors. Those who know me best will speak out against me. They know who I am. That I side with the righteous.
I will not be caught in the web of your deception. The devil hides himself where he is least
My
expected.
wife is no devil's plaything, Reverend. I beg the court's forgiveness, but I stand by my statement. My wife Amy is innocent.
I respectfully ask this good court to pay no mind to the words of a man whose very home is foul with the stench of brimstone.
So basically, like, guilty by association, therefore we can't trust what you say. This is also their first time saying John's double. Which one to approach? Mary.
I beg you, good judge, let us conclude our business here without further ado.
John does not
Lest
like
we
that.
afford the forces of darkness the opportunity to bend these proceedings to their will.
The priest didn't like that.
Mary?
Mary, my sister, what ails you?
What the? Stay out of this.
What have you done to this child? You have bound an innocent girl into a pact with the devil himself. The poor creature seems possessed. No doubt you're doing.
It's not true, Reverend. Why have you taken against me so?
We will see the truth of it. Amy, lay your hands on Mary. Let us see what occurs. If I am correct, your touch will release her from this affliction.
What ails you?
It must be so, if you are the one who bewitched her.
Agitated or enraged. Oh, I don't like either of those. Say nothing? Isn't that the same cop as before, too? Like, it's weird that, like, the only people who have faces are the same ones that we've seen before.
They are here among us.
No!
What more proof is needed that the devil walks among us in Little Hope? Take heed and pray. The devil is here in this very room. Protect yourselves. Seek out the
That's
Lord.
kind of sinister, that look.
What the hell was that shit? Was that for real? Didn't the witch trials happen centuries ago?
Most of them over 300 years ago.
Then how come we just saw one?
Like I say, I have no good explanation. That little girl who had some kind of seizure. What do you think was going on there?
Puzzle. This the girl I saw in the woods, or uneasy. The whole thing scares me. Well, if we go with the puzzled option, we give them more information. So that feels like a good option to go with.
I know that little girl. She's the one me and Angela saw back in the woods.
That woman, my double? What's she looking at if the trial goes against her?
The sentence for confirmed witches in Little Hope was always brutal. Violent death, drowning, hanging, burning.
Shit.
Let's hope she is, or was, found innocent.
Accusations were often malicious, made by someone with a grudge. Or by meddling liars, like that little girl, who took perverse pleasure in poisoning their own communities.
That implies intent, though. Indignant, she's just a kid, or resolute, I agree. I feel like a middle ground would be a good option. Indignant, she's just a kid.
Come on. She's just some little kid who most likely doesn't get how big a deal the whole thing is.
She knows exactly how serious it is.
How do you know that?
Either way, the woman on trial, Angela 2.0,
2.0.
She seemed like she saw us. And so did some of the others.
You're right about that. They definitely saw us.
A little kid just seeing us appear out of nowhere? Could easily believe that was witchcraft, especially back then.
Dream up all the excuses you want for that little kid. I don't trust her one little bit.
We can't explain how we happened to see each other. How do you expect some little girl from 300 years ago to wrap her head around it?
That woman, my double, was very distressed, almost traumatized.
Yeah. It was tough to watch, for sure.
Puzzled. Her husband looked like you. Probably because she looked like Angela. Yeah, we've hardly talked about John's double.
I noticed something else weird. Her husband? He looked a lot like you, Professor.
And?
The two people with that little brat look just like Daniel and Taylor. What the hell does all this mean?
Where's Andrews? I mean, the whole thing with, like with those accusations too, like that look at the end after, I guess, the seizure, as the game is calling it, that kind of implies some amount of intent, but it could have just been, you know, the ignorance, like Andrew said, but even just ignorance about anything, right? This idea of not knowing how science works. Ironically, I'm just realizing that Megan, like, failed all her science, but, like, this idea of not knowing how science works, therefore, that must be witchcraft, or a bunch of other things like that, too.
Who's that?
Hey, Professor! You in there?
Come on, let's go.
That's why somewhere in the middle felt
Taylor,
more accurate.
We're in here!
We can't open the damn doors!
Neither could we.
We can't either! They must be locked!
Get in through a window like we did.
Let's all try to force the handle. In 3, 2, 1...
Why is this easier than just going through a window like we did?
Taylor.
Hey, Professor.
Find anything that could get us out of here?
Nothing that's gonna help us much. But I found this. It's kind of neat.
I don't believe it. I saw this exact keychain in my dream.
They talk about it
Pretty weird.
like it's a souvenir.
It's more than weird. It's significant. I just don't know how.
I went to Little Hope and all I got was a shitty
Still think
keychain.
splitting up was a smart move?
I would say I'm now more open to exploring other options.
I'm glad you two are finding this funny. Personally, I think we're in deep shit here.
You know what happened to your double, right? She was accused of witchcraft.
Not just accused, tried, found guilty, and condemned.
We need to know what that woman is facing. What's gonna happen to her next?
I like the idea, but how would we even begin to find that out?
We've already been down those paths. Maybe the answer lies down the one path we haven't taken yet.
Which trial path?
What the hell?
This is fucking crazy. We have no clue what we're getting ourselves into.
Apprehensive or optimistic? Optimistic. I like those optimistic options.
It's already been a hell of a night, but I'm sure we'll pull through.
The geeky exterior is all play. There's a warrior in there.
Okay. Who am I playing? John. Lead your students towards town, stick together. It's interesting how the
fog is getting worse.
It is interesting how the perspective changes, even for the objectives too. Hail rock and roll! Okay, it's a band poster.
Daniel, you need to see this.
Oh, is that supposed to be Daniel?
What is it?
You've been keeping your career as a guitar player under wraps?
What the? How is that even possible?
I know everybody else comes over to look like, oh my gosh, I want to see. Oh, is there something? Oh, there he is. Billy Johnson. Oh. Yes.
Taylor, you need to see this.
Oh, Tilly Taylor. That's
You gotta be kidding me.
alliteration.
What is that thing?
You ever have any family here?
In this shithole? No way. Why does that weird fucking thing look like me?
Do tell. Like, how could you look at a statue like that and be like, that's her? Oh, man. Also, like, let's say you did have family in this town. The whole Tilly thing feels like super historical, right? There's like Tilly's sacrifice place or whatever it was. Like, there were a couple of Tilly places on the map. Wouldn't your entire family just growing up in this town also sit here and go, this Tilly thing looks an awful lot like me? Like, that doesn't make sense. Super weird. Are you just chilling here, Angela? Waiting? This bridge looks awful.
I can't see for shit.
Jesus! Water looks black. I don't want to go anywhere near it.
Doesn't all water look black at, like, night?
Okay. Who's first up?
Professor, you keep telling us you're
Who's
in
on
charge.
first?
So,
What's on second? Self-assured. Happy to lead the way or uncertain. Let's check all our options. John, can we work on helping you be self-assured? Let's do that. Let's build up.
Okay.
Let's build that up.
Sure thing.
Yes. We can do this. We can do hard things.
Don't stress. The professor and me will make sure you get across, no problem.
It's you. Antagonistic. You don't know it's safe or nervous. We'll get you over. Let's not be antagonistic. We'll get you over.
Right. Well, get you over for sure.
This would be something where it'd be really hard to pretend to be confident if you're really not. Like, for the sake of other people. Well, that went well.
Hey!
This is going great. This is great.
My God, what do we do?
We can't stay here.
Oh, especially if it's wet. Go away. Go away. Yeah. This is like a chain. Like whoever can grab on can go to the past.
1692. We are here present to bear witness to a just execution.
No!
Amy is declared guilty of consorting with the devil, and is to be drowned as a witch and sorceress. Let us pray in silence for her soul.
I've done no wrong. I am no witch. I do not deserve death. I beg you.
Confused or demanding. Confused. Oh, it's such a hard
Who the hell
timeline.
are you? And how come you look just like Angela?
This isn't gonna go
I
well.
don't know any Angela. I am the simple wife of a good man, a farmer. I have done no wrong.
Her talking to us is gonna look like talking to spirits, and that's just more evidence against her. Because only certain people can see us.
Seeking to help his own. He would release her from the chains. Isaac, let us conclude our business here swiftly. The will of the court must be imposed before it's too late. The devil fortifies her. You must bind her tightly.
You cannot do this.
Isaac,
There's a lot of
fulfill
chains.
the will of the court. Send this witch back into the lap of her master, lest he come for us all.
Little Hope is already lost, shrouded in evil. But not as you claim from witchcraft or outside demons. We have poison from within.
You will not save yourself with riddles.
There is no riddle. The devil takes many forms. You know that better than any. In Little Hope, he has hid himself under a shroud of innocence, taken the form of a child, my accuser. While Mary still draws breath, Little Hope remains beyond salvation. There lies your evil reference in your very midst.
Isaac.
Why would we leave her arm? Oh, terrible. Oh, to drown. Like, her death mirrors what we saw with the mom. I mean, the mom didn't technically drown by, or die by drowning, but she did drown technically by, like, lack of oxygen. The, you know, smoke inhalation. She drowned in a bathroom, which is very close to water. They kind of mirror each other in that way.
What did you see? Tell me.
I don't know how to tell you what I just saw.
How do we tell her? Sorrowful, you're double drowned, or indignant. Give us a moment. Do we tell her or not? Let's just tell her. I don't like indignant.
Your double was pushed into the river in chains. She drowned.
Ugh. Ugh. Oh, hey! Everybody's back kind of together now. Kind of.
All right, I'll go first.
Weird
okay,
bridge.
you two, get on down here.
Couldn't you have just, like, swam across? I guess it depends on the current. That's not great.
was that?
What is that thing?
Get away from it!
Ew.
Get the hell out of there!
Look out! Shit!
Don't leave me behind!
Hey! Give me a hand here! Hold on, hold on.
Shit. Who do I rescue? Angela. We need to rescue Angela. We saw the postcards. We saw the postcards that said Angela.
Reach up and grab my hand.
And John has been running
Jump up and grab onto me.
by himself. Optimistic.
Okay, I trust you.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. John, like, has been running from everything else up until now. I kind of believe he'll run by himself. Okay. Like, we saw 2 postcards already of Angela, like, getting dragged by this thing or something. And there's a, I think that was one postcard, and the other postcard was Andrew going for Angela. Please don't judge me.
Phew, that was really quite close for Angela. She was almost lost to a fate worse than death.
What?
Not that there's anything particularly wrong with death.
I wonder if he is deaf.
Well done. Not a soul lost so far.
So far.
Things could have been quite different. Andrew had a gun. How could you have let something so precious be lost like that? Given where it went and what came out of there, I suppose we can consider it lost forever.
Thank you. I appreciate these
Boys
comments.
have some interesting theories.
The boys?
Maybe you're choosing to believe Daniel's theory, that they're already dead.
Literally the boys in the game.
My dream was lengthened after life. Oh, then began the tempest to my soul. I passed, methought, the melancholy flood with that sour ferryman, which poets write of, unto the kingdom of perpetual night.
What?
It's possible, I suppose. Maybe the bus driver can shed some light.
You're not supposed to give me hints.
This must be very confusing for you right now. Doppelgangers, witches, ghosts, death, and demons.
Where were the demons?
What could possibly tie all of these souls together? I dare say we'll find out. I have been granted permission to give you a single hint. Tempted?
What happens if I say nothing? Say nothing.
You're going it alone.
Oh.
Brave. Independent.
That means no.
Possibly foolish.
That's me. Possibly foolish. Yeah. Hey.
Go on then. As terrifying as it might be, you should get back to it.
You can always count on the curator to have some slightly judgmental comments. I still like him. Nonetheless. This is another good place to stop. I feel like stopping every time we get a curator. Scene, moment, judgment is a good way to break up these videos. So in this section, we've gotten a little more of like what happened in Little Hope, like, I guess, in the sense that like the town is continue, like in the sense that there was this union plea to stop the selling of the town. So it was a very purposeful thing. Like one family chose to do this. And these flashbacks, I feel like I'm conflicted about, in the sense that like at least like with the like Salem-ish type things, it's kind of like, could this be purposeful? Could it not be purposeful? On as far as Mary goes, there's that part of me that keeps looking at it as though the priest is the one like doing so many things because of this controlling, manipulative, abusive type behavior. This idea of like, there's a super dark secret that you and I, right, talking to Mary, like between the priest and Mary, like they have to keep. And he's like openly threatening him, which is a way to control and manipulate things. But then nobody looks to him, right? Because he's the priest, right? He can't have any flaws. He can't be bad, right? This level of like community denial just because of status or because of other potential good things that they may or may not have done. Like this perception of someone means they cannot also have done bad things. And so it's like nobody looks to him, everybody looks to Mary. And not everybody's looking at Mary, don't get me wrong, right? But I find it very conflicting when we look at that, like when we look at the past, right? This idea of like, how are we seeing it? And so I think it'll be interesting to see how that unfolds. But also this idea of like, how does the past connect to everything else that is current, and this fog and all of that other stuff. So now there's an actual threat, it seems like. The threats kind of seem to mirror how people have died, right? Because like that thing that came out had the chains wrapped around it. Yeah, that's a thing. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on the game, the video, and I'll see you next time.